Welcome to Bayview, and welcome to our very first virtual open house. My name is Lee Miller. I'm Director of Marketing here at Bayview. We are known as a life plan community, formerly called a CCRC, Continuing Care Retirement Community. What that means is we have independent living, assisted living, memory care, and skilled nursing, and not to forget our intergenerational children's center. On our agenda today, you're going to get an opportunity to meet some key staff members as well as our CEO. You'll also be introduced to some of our residents that currently live at Bayview. We have some stunning apartments to show you as well. Some highlight locations will be our Thrive Fitness Center, our leash-free dog park, and other interesting hangouts where our residents love to go. You're going to learn about our brand new webinar loyalty program. We will wrap up with some exciting announcements about first-time pricing discounts. So sit back and relax, and here we go. Let's talk about what makes Bayview stand out. We are a not-for-profit organization run by a volunteer board of directors that actually includes residents on the board that help influence the mission of where Bayview is going. We also have a foundation at Bayview that is in place for residents should they run out of funds that will keep them here at Bayview. We've never asked anybody to leave Bayview because of that, and we're going to talk about that more later. I have to tell you where I'm standing right now. I'm standing on our 10th floor viewing a panoramic view of the sound and the city. We also have a park-like setting that sits in front of our building here at Bayview that allows our residents to get outdoors in a safe environment and a beautiful location. Ideally, you want to come into Bayview as an independent resident. As I mentioned earlier, as your needs expand, we offer assisted living, memory care, and skilled nursing, all on one campus. We want you to move in now so you can establish a friendship base. You can enjoy all of our amenities. We have housekeeping, restaurant dining, and stimulating activities to keep you busy. At this time, I have a very special message from our CEO. She's dedicated her career to the field of aging. She has spent the last 2 decades working here at Bayview. It is my pleasure to introduce Nancy Weinbeck.
Hi everyone, I'm Nancy Weinbeck, CEO of Bayview, and I am absolutely delighted and honored to be part of this presentation for our virtual open house. Of course, I wish it wasn't virtual and I'd get to meet you all in person, but hopefully that time is coming soon. If not already here by the time our webinar, our open house happens. So I've been at Bayview since 2001. And I started just after the Nisqually earthquake, so that was kind of an exciting time, and our building did very well through that, as did our residents. And I got to see how robust and resilient our community truly is, and that certainly hasn't changed. And in this last year of the global pandemic, if anything, the resilience of our residents and our staff shone through even stronger, and so proud to be a part of this community. You know, we took strict steps early on in the pandemic to keep COVID-19 out of our building, and we have been very successful, and that is only due to all the hard work of our staff and our residents working together, complying with the COVID infection control recommendations that has kept our community safe. Again, I couldn't be more proud of Bayview and honored to be leading such an awesome community. So we look forward to getting to know all of you. I hope we have a chance again to meet in person, and hope you enjoy this open house about Bayview.
We are moving along on our virtual open house. What I will show next are some various spaces and amenities throughout our building. So let's head over to the terrace. Welcome to Bayview's unique garden terrace, one of a kind here in Seattle. This area is one of my favorite places to be. You can hear the beautiful birds serenading us right now. Also, if you look behind me, you'll see our beautiful greenhouse garden area. Our gardening committee here at Bayview has grown leaps and bounds. Everybody loves to get involved and dig in the dirt. Speaking of digging in the dirt, off to my right we have our pea patch gardens. Once summer comes, you're going to see beautiful things growing over there, tomatoes, strawberries, green beans. It's one of the residents' favorite stand-up gardens in the area. We also have chairs around the terrace lawn, and you can sit back and relax. There is a walking path that 11 times around is equal to 1 mile. So after the residents have had a great meal, this is where they migrate to come out and have some exercise and enjoy the beautiful scenery here at Bayview. Did you know that we are pet friendly here at Bayview? In fact, I'm standing in our leash-free dog park. You can see the little fire hydrant back there that's used frequently by the residents' dogs that come down and play. We got balls and toys for them to play with, while the residents can sit comfortably on the benches enjoying their little pet. This is the leash-free dog park at Bayview. Welcome to the Albertson Center. This room also has several purposes. We use it for the concerts, lecture series, and quite frankly, it's the only room that will house all our residents for our town hall meeting with our CEO. We have the Kinnear Theater joined to this room, and there's movies usually 3 to 5 nights a week. Behind me, the Tree of Life glass art by Keiko Mira is just exquisite. It was shipped over here from Japan and not a piece was broken. It's a lovely piece of art here at Bayview that we're all very proud of. We're now down in our resident library. The library is currently run by residents that live here at Bayview. We have many books, and I will tell you, we don't need any more. We always tell people when they move in, that's their first question is, can I bring my books? And because this library is limited in space and very well taken care of with current books, we ask that you don't bring them here to Bayview. We do have books for the intergenerational children's program. So as a resident, you can get involved in reading them stories, and those are just right around the corner here. One of the things that is causing people to come to the library is these newspapers. We have the Seattle Times, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal. Those are the library editions needing to stay here in the library, but they're for you. And if you don't want to come down to the library, you can get a subscription that will be delivered to your front door. So this is our library. So now we're in the studio. This room has many purposes. It is used for art. It's great lighting in here, crafts, crocheting, knitting. It's used for lunch and learns in my marketing department. And we also have this lovely kitchen behind us. And this is available to our residents. In fact, we have a resident that on pre-COVID, on Wednesdays, she came in and baked 12 loaves of banana bread. It made our community smell heavenly, and then she was so generous to cut up half of them and put them by the elevator so people could delight in her wonderful banana bread. And the rest of them, I heard, went to her church. This room also can be used for guest chefs. In the past, before COVID, we've had chefs come in and do a cooking demo. The residents can see exactly what's going on. And the best part is staying for to be able to eat the goodies that the guest chef has made. As you can see, I've changed locations. I'm currently downstairs in our Thrive Fitness Center. It is run by our Director of Wellness, Nalene Salvador. She has an extensive background and it includes dance. The residents here just love her. You're going to have an opportunity to meet her later on in the program. As you see around me, there's great equipment for working out down here. We also have this lovely 56-foot saltwater pool that has 2 locker rooms, his and hers, for their convenience. Coming up next, I have a breathtaking video designed and filmed by Michael from Unified cinematic. Sit tight because we're going to meet some more staff and we're going to meet some delightful residents.
When the pandemic started, I think we all thought it would last maybe weeks, maybe a month. We had no idea that it would last such a long time. The thing that I'm really happy about is I feel like I couldn't be in a safer place. You know, I think we've been cautious about how we interact. We've gotten good advice from the management here. And of course, living here, I get to see my neighbors once in a while, so I didn't feel as isolated as I'm sure I would have, living in my home. And now, I'm looking forward to opening up because there are people who moved here, people I haven't met during this time when we haven't been able to welcome them the way we would normally welcome new folks here.
I think when we moved in here, there was the sense immediately that we were joining a community, and it was amazing how quickly it began to feel like family. Particularly, I was surprised at how fast the staff became part of our life, and we began to know their stories, and they knew ours. This has continued, and it makes me have confidence in the future about whatever level of care we need, that these are people that already know us and are already friends and will be supportive to us.
When I walked into Bayview, the sense of community and vivaciousness was very apparent. And when you add up the staff, plus the whole caring community of residents, it makes for a wonderful experience in which to age. And it frees you up to do the things that you are passionate about. And I personally am passionate about watercolor. I teach a watercolor class here at Bayview, and I share that passion as much as I can. And that's been a wonderful gift to have as I'm in this elder part of my life.
So I've lived at Bayview for 8 years, and during the time I've lived here, the community has changed. It's become younger, and it's become more diverse. So now we have people of many religions, lots of different backgrounds. We have people who've lived in other parts of the world and bring that richness to Bayview. We're white and brown and Asian. We're gay and straight. We're Democrats and Republicans. So there's a richness in this community. Whoever you are, you'll find a place here.
We're going to go on some virtual apartment tours. And right now at Bayview, we are doing safe in-person tours, and you'll hear more about that later in the program. So let's go look at those apartments. Welcome to apartment 624, 2-bedroom, 972 square feet. This apartment is currently occupied by one of our residents, and he graciously let us come in and enjoy his beautiful apartment. As you walk into the kitchen, on the left-hand side, we have the pantry that everybody loves with all the shelving behind that white door. And we have a sink, 2-burner stovetop. And as we scan to the other side in the kitchen, we have a refrigerator that has ice cream storage in the bottom, full-size refrigerator on top. And we have plenty of counter space. I can see a microwave here as well as a convection oven. Moving into the apartment, we have a dining space here with 4 chairs. So Michael will be able to have guests here. Let's move out to that deck. This is a corner apartment, so the view is stunning. We got the Space Needle, and you even get a glimpse of our terrace courtyard down below where residents can walk around 11 times 1 mile. There you go. Let's go back into the apartment. And you can see it's been spaced out beautifully. Let's go down the hallway and check out Michael's computer table. This is a wonderful place for a computer table and a dresser. To the right is a guest bathroom And let's walk across the hall to the first bedroom. And actually, Michael's using this for an entertainment room. It has access to that beautiful deck as well and the views. Beautiful collection of the Space Needles. And now we're going to head to the master bedroom. This bedroom has access to the deck as well, a queen-size bed, and beautiful cabinetry that Michael brought with him to Bayview. Let's go into his walk-in closet. He's very lucky to have that washer and dryer and lots of hanging and cupboard space in the walk-in. Let's go into his master bath. This cabinetry and the granite matches what is installed in the kitchen. He has a walk-in shower with grab bars for safety and glass doors. Not all the apartments are available to have the glass doors. Once a week, the housekeeper will come and bring in fresh linens, bath towels, hand towels, washcloths, and a bath mat. And we supply the toilet paper. Let's go look at the bird's eye view of this beautiful 972 square foot apartment. And there you go. Welcome to apartment 803, a one-bedroom apartment on the 8th floor at Bayview. This apartment is 648 square feet. Let's go inside. On the left, we have a galley-style kitchen. It has the beautiful pantry there on the left with wonderful shelving behind the door. We have the sink, and then we have a 2-burner stovetop. As we scan over to the left, we have a microwave counter, and the resident does get a choice of a single microwave or the 3-way that grills, bakes, and microwaves. We have a great refrigerator with ice cream storage in the bottom and a regular refrigerator on top. As we scan down, we have a nice little area for a bistro table, 2 chairs and a table. And then let's go over to the window. This is a north-facing apartment. Let's look at the furniture layout. There's 2 chairs here and a table, and then we have a love seat, another little coffee table. Let's go check out the bedroom. This bedroom has a queen-size bed in there, and let's move over to the window. Again, this is north-facing and lots of light. We have a queen-size bed with 2 nightstands. This room is very spacious. We have 2 sets of closets in this bedroom, and they are both double hung, giving you lots of hang room for your clothes. As we walk towards the bathroom, on the left-hand side, you'll see a little dressing table, but this can also be a computer table as well. Again, there's that closet, double hung, more space. Going into the bathroom, we have been replacing all the bathtubs with walk-in showers. Again, we put in grab bars for the resident's safety. The cabinetry and the granite in this bathroom matches in the kitchen. Each week, our housekeeping comes and delivers fresh bath towels, hand towels, washcloths, and a bath mat. This is a beautiful apartment. Let's go take a bird's eye view of this. And there you have it. 1 bedroom, 648 square feet at Bayview. Welcome to apartment 434 Alcove. This is a unique alcove where the actual bedroom part is separated. When we enter this apartment on the right-hand side, you'll see a lovely pantry that has several shelves behind that door. Moving further into the kitchen, we have brand new cabinetry with granite countertops. And there's a sink there. There's a microwave, and the resident does have a choice of a single microwave or our 3-way that does grilling, baking, and microwaving. At the end of the run, we have a refrigerator. Your ice cream storage is on top, and regular refrigeration is on the bottom. Let's enter the living space. On the right-hand side, we have a great window for lots of light facing north. And as we move into this room, facing west, we have another window that actually shows the Sound, the Olympic Mountains, as well as beautiful sunsets. This room is used for a living space, and sometimes people will bring a couch, maybe a chair, a small bistro with 2 chairs by the window there on the left. And you'll notice we have a wonderful closet that has the mirrored doors, again reflecting light. Behind those doors are a double hung closet utilizing more space for clothing. Let's head into the bedroom. In this bedroom, it also has another closet. This room will gladly hold a queen-size bed, a nightstand, and a dresser, and another bonus, another window facing west. Let's go check out the bathroom. Brand new remodel. Has a brand new shower installed. We have been taking the tubs out for safety reasons for our residents. Again, we install grab bars for the residents. The cabinetry and the granite is matching what is installed in the kitchen. Our housekeeping brings every week fresh bath towels, hand towels, washcloths, and a bath mat. And we actually supply toilet paper as well. Let's go take a bird's eye view of this apartment, alcove, 460 square feet. And there you have it. Welcome to apartment 811, studio apartment on the 8th floor at Bayview. As we enter the apartment, notice on the left-hand side is a galley-style kitchen. We have a sink, 2-burner stovetop. We have a choice for a microwave that you see in the countertop, or you can get the 3-way that grills, bakes, and microwaves. At the end of the run is a refrigerator. The ice cream storage is on the bottom, and the regular refrigerator part is up on top. Let's walk over and check out the view. This is a north-facing apartment that you can see Queen Anne Avenue North there. This apartment will easily hold up to a queen-size bed, a nightstand, a dresser, and a recliner. And notice the closet. Its mirrored doors reflect a lot of light. When the doors are open to the closet, it's a double hung, allowing more storage for your clothes. Let's head into the bathroom. Here at Bayview, as we do our remodels, we've been taking out the tubs and putting in safety walk-in showers. And you'll notice they have grab bars. We will install those just for you, for your safety. At Bayview, our housekeeping department comes once a week and brings you fresh bath towels, hand towels, washcloths, and even a bath mat. Let's go take a bird's eye view of this studio apartment. There you go, apartment 811 studio. I hope you enjoyed our 3D tours. Are you feeling inspired? Just remember, we have limited apartments available. And you may have some questions. We have a CFO that can help you with your financial questions. I can help you find your perfect apartment. And just know, we're here to answer all your questions. Now I'd like to introduce you to your future friends and neighbors. Each one has a unique and interesting story to tell. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hello, I am Masu Sasajima. I live here in Bayview. I've been here since July of last year. When I moved in, I had a mentor, and she introduced me to my neighbors from a distance, of course. The third floor residents are considered the party group. They are very friendly, outgoing. They greet you. We can pause in the hallways and chat for a few minutes. I love the staff. The maintenance people have been really good about helping during my transition here. They can hang your pictures. They take away all your boxes. There's someone who is versed in computers, and he has helped me out. The housekeeping is wonderful. The food service is just great. The food is wonderful, very good actually. I use the gym and the pool. That has really been very, very good for me. I feel that it's important to have some exercise. There's a terrace where you can walk around an oval shaped walkway. I have done that. Apparently, if you go for 11 times around, it equals a mile. Some things that stood out in my decision making of coming here were that I had visited several continuing care places both in Seattle and on the East Coast where I came from originally. And I felt that Bayview had a lot more to offer in so many different ways. I had come to realize that there were certain things that I had to have. Although I'm healthy, I felt that it was important to know that there would be health care here as well as there in other places. But there was something about this place and how they treated people that made me feel much more comfortable. Another factor that helped me make my decision about Bayview was that it was a not-for-profit versus a for-profit. Years ago, I had to, as a project for my work, I had to find out about advice, to give advice for people who would be retiring. And the for-profits I visited as well as the not-for-profits. The for-profits, if you ran out of your money, they would just let you go. Whereas not-for-profits usually have a fund which will cover your expenses so that you can stay there for the rest of your life. And that was important to me, even though I feel I have enough to last me. You never know how long you're going to live. And if I live beyond 90 and to 100, I hope not, but if I run out of money, they will help me stay here. Thank you for this opportunity, and I hope that I will be seeing you here in Bayview as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hi, my name is David.
I'm Deanne.
We moved to Bayview about 2.5 years ago. We were looking for a place where we'd have help available if we needed it, and we found Bayview a very helpful and welcoming place. Yeah, we had lived in apartments for a number of years before we moved here, and I thought, oh, I know all about living in an apartment, but it's really very different here because our neighbors aren't just people we say hello to in the elevator, but they've become our friends, especially the people on our floor, and also all the people we meet down in the dining room and in different activities. Yeah, so another activity that's gotten me involved with other residents is that I teach a course in Jewish studies. There are a number of Jewish residents here, and when we moved in, a lot of people were curious, non-Jews were curious about our religion, so I started offering a class. Pre-COVID, we met in person once a month. After about a month of the COVID restrictions, when I suddenly realized it was going to last longer than a month, we started doing the class on Zoom. We now meet every week. There are 10 or 15 people who we Zoom together every week and discuss Jewish holidays, or we do some Bible study, and it's been certainly very interesting for me. I've enjoyed it.
The terrace has been open for people doing their own planting for a while. There are a couple of very small pea patches, but when the demand for more opportunities started, they started the Adopt a Pot program. So there are lots of pots of different shapes and sizes on the terrace, and you can adopt one and plant whatever you want in it. And it makes it very interesting. It's nice to walk around and see who's planting what. In the greenhouse, they start up plants, which you can put in your pot or pot and take up to your apartment. And this year, they're starting a small vegetable garden, so residents can pick cherry tomatoes and pea pods and take them up and eat them in their apartments. It's really a good and healthy thing to do. Walking around the terrace, it's beautiful. Even in the winter when it's raining, it can be quite pleasant to walk out there and just see what's happening. Our decision to move here really started a while ago. David was staying in the health center after a hospital stay. And I chose Bayview for that because the health center, the skilled nursing part, looked more homey than any of the other places I had looked. There was a lot to do in the common areas. They had carpets on the floor, so it wasn't all linoleum. And I thought that would be more pleasant for him. After a couple of stays, we decided we needed to move someplace where we could get help when we needed it. And we were not planning to choose Bayview, but we decided to make a practice run and meet with their people and do a tour. So we did. And the apartment that was available to show, it wasn't even quite remodeled yet, was exactly what we were looking for. So after a quick tour of that, we just said, okay, we'll take it. And we moved in, and we've been very, very glad that we did.
One thing we did to check out things before we made a final decision was we had a practice meal down in the dining room. I didn't know exactly what to expect in terms of institutional food, but it was like eating at a very nice restaurant. And we've been really very happy with the dining service ever since, and that was part of our decision too.
Yeah, they're very accommodating for special diets, celebrations. They do a great job, and they're all very friendly and go out of their way to get you what you want.
Another person told us something about her decision when we meet new residents. You know, sometimes you say, "Why did you move to Bayview?" And she said she went to other places, and when she went in the dining room, nobody was talking. They were just sitting there eating. And she came to Bayview, and it's just a constant hubbub. Everybody's sitting at tables with people they don't see all the time, and lots of conversations going on. So it's a very friendly social experience. So if you decide that Bayview is right for you, you can be sure that you'll find a welcoming community here.
Hello, my name is Sandy Hansen, and I moved into Bayview in January of 2021. I am just slightly, a couple months shy of 65, and what's really exciting about Bayview is the diverse community that lives here. It includes everybody from the recent baby boomers all the way up to those that are in their 90s. And so each of us have very different experiences that we can contribute to each other. What's really great about, well, when I was looking at the various facilities, what was really interesting was the diversity. And you're starting to, when people would say retirement facilities, you would think of a place that they would park senior citizens, but it's not true. I think you're starting to see more and more baby boomers that basically want to downsize, they want to travel, and I kind of fit into that group. I have a house in Ballard. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, and I'm rattling around it by myself, which is fine when I was working. But now that I'm retired and I really want to travel more, I need some place just to call home. I want to be able to lock the doors and say, I'm going to be gone for a month. And I know my house is safe, and I don't have to worry about somebody parking in my front yard. As I mentioned before, I moved into Bayview in January 2021. And actually my experience, I just wanted to mention a little bit about what occurred before I moved into Bayview. So I I got involved a lot in the lunch and learn options, and it covers different topics like decluttering, contracts, and there was always kind of a walkthrough of the different units that were available. So you got to see the different parts of the building, the north, the south side, with the studios, the one bedrooms, the premiums. And so that basically allowed me to identify, basically I had a spreadsheet. It was a standardized spreadsheet, which I was able to put together and look at and use that document for all the different facilities that I looked at. So so I identified things that I wanted to have versus I must have. So for example, that I wanted to have, that I must have, I'm sorry, was like a washer and dryer in the unit. So in my evaluation, if I could do that, that was a major plus. If that wasn't allowed, that became a 0. And so by the end of and looking at the different places, I came up with a score, and it was very quantitative. But there's a qualitative portion to it. And that's the part where if you stay at a place for a couple days and you mingle with the staff members or the residents, you actually can find out the vibe. You can feel the vibe of the place and whether or not it's a good fit. Do you feel comfortable in that community? Are you too far from the city? What are the amenities like in the evenings? The other things that they would do is once you move in, they really kind of walk you through that process. So you never feel like I'm doing this by myself. There's a move-in manual, there's a residence manual. Once you move in, you have a mentor, which is great. People are very, very welcoming. You will find out that there's normally a common area on each floor, and people tend to congregate. So your unit is basically your bedroom. So the idea of having, my greatest fear was moving to a place that was too small. But after you start realizing that if you want to socialize, you're basically in the common area. If you want to invite people for meals, you're going to the 10th floor, or you may be meeting them, outside of the building. So that was kind of interesting.
My first significant experience at Bayview was Lee Miller. As you all know, when you move, there's a lot of details, and they go on for some time. And having someone who's there help you avoid having things fall through the cracks is invaluable. And that's what Lee did for us. She crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, and did so on a timely and consistent basis. Furthermore, she had a lot of value adds. For instance, a speaker came in and had excellent ideas on how to best cut down on our possessions before we came in. Lee made our move a whole lot smoother than would have ordinarily been the case.
We are very impressed with the management of the pandemic, with a very quick response in the beginning and the navigation of the many adjustments that needed to be made over the past year, always with the safety of the residents and the staff first.
My second significant experience at Bayview is the staff. The staff does a terrific job, but of much more importance is the attitude that they bring to it. We have regular interactions with the staff, people from housekeeping, the food preparation, house maintenance, and so on. And in every case, they're cheerful, they bring a big smile, and they're always willing to help. When you can't go anywhere and you can't see anyone, you can't do much of anything, and you have no idea how long that's going to go on, it could get a little bit depressing. But the attitude of the staff overcomes that for Chris and myself, and we are extremely grateful.
We appreciate the communication and the transparency here at Bayview. We have monthly briefings, we have weekly newsletters, we have town hall meetings, and during COVID, they added weekly video messages.
The first thing I'd like to talk about is capital projects. Bayview recently completed a major remodeling project to the building. Nonetheless, we're currently involved in 2 significant facility improvements. The the modernization of our 2 elevators, and bringing Comcast into the building. Both of these will help all the residents a great deal. It's encouraging to see management continue to take on capital projects because it bodes well for the future of the residents. Second thing I'd like to talk about is culture. When Chris and I started looking into retirement communities, something that was very important was culture. And since this isn't relatively easy to ascertain, we spent a lot of time getting a handle on it. There were many differences among the 6 or 7 facilities we looked at, but perhaps the biggest one was culture. The profile we were looking for was trust, commitment, continuity, and happiness among the residents. Our initial search indicated us that Bayview filled this, all 4 of these, far better than the other places that we were exposed to. And after living here for 2.5 years, that judgment is borne out to be accurate.
Looking for a community that had all levels of care, if needed in the future, was important to us. We didn't want to make another move. After being here for 2.5 years, I've been very impressed with the skilled nursing and the other levels of care, assisted living and memory care. All 3 are well managed, and my impression is driven by the fact that I was a nurse for 40-some years.
I promised you earlier to talk about our Bayview Manor Foundation. I have a very special video, so sit back and enjoy.
I've lived at Bayview for 16 plus years now. I have to say that every time I drive into our garage, I'm just filled with gratitude for having come here. You have wonderful people to surround you, staff that nurture you, and programs that stimulate you. My husband and I, we're an unusual couple. There's 18 years between us. He's Chinese and I'm Japanese. He takes pride in being a traditionalist, and I'm a radical feminist. We married very late in life. It was 1 year before he retired. And so we thought we wouldn't have much time together, certainly not a lifetime together. But we lived 37 plus years together in marriage. My husband is 102 years old now, and he's terminally ill, and I'm able to take care of him in our apartment with the service of hospice. We know that we have a very limited future together now, and so it's special for us to be able to have this time. Once he passes, probably our income is going to be decreased 2/3%. I think we have planned and saved enough for me to have, but one never knows because you don't know how long you're going to live.
Having seen other such facilities, particularly profit-making ones where people can be forced to move out if they run out of money, Bayview doesn't allow that. The Bayview Foundation enables people to live to the end of their lives in the community of which they've become a part, surrounded by friends and loved ones and good care. Once they become a part of this community, they will always be. That's enough reason right there for me to want to support the efforts of the foundation.
To be looking for a place when you're in crisis, and hopefully you have family or somebody who can help you, but that would just be a tragedy, I think. And I would certainly hate for anyone to have to go through that. I just think that this community stands behind its residents and doesn't let that happen is awesome. It is really inspiring to be able to help these amazing people have quality and purposeful lives, and to ensure that they have a place to live until they no longer need it.
The foundation is the ground of all of life here, and I don't think of the ground of it being like granite, maybe more like the roots of a tree. These roots nourish us and keep the institution going. When one has the foundation as part of their legacy, they're contributing to something that's very alive and always growing and always has a future. It's very good to know the foundation is there. I don't have to stress out, and I don't have to be afraid about each new day I have to face to think that I might run out of money. And I know that there's that net there for me. So I feel like when it's my time, I'm going to be able to just go through that tunnel of love and compassion because of Bayview.
Another thing that we're really proud of at Bayview is our staff. Anywhere from culinary services, resident services, housekeeping, maintenance, 24-hour security. All these people make up a great team of dedicated employees. I'd like to introduce you to Dan Galvin. He is our Director of Culinary Services.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dan Galvin. I'm the Culinary Director here at Bayview. My background in food service is managing and owning several restaurants throughout the Northwest area. My goal here at Bayview is very simple. It's to bring residents and families together to make new memories around the table by offering a great dining experience through service and great food. We have great local partners in produce, meats, fresh seafood that really help us offer healthy and sustainable ingredients. We offer flexible menus and bring healthy and balanced options at all meal times. Of course, we always accommodate any special diet restrictions and special diets. We have a great staff here at Bayview. I'm proud of our staff. We have a wonderful chef, Min El Bouchti, who comes from the renowned Ray's Boathouse. We got a very experienced kitchen, some former chefs in our kitchen, a great front of the house staff. We have a wonderful dietitian that is always available on site for any dietary consultations. We have a courteous service staff at the front of the house. It's really our residents look forward to on a daily basis. They have big smiles and are always ready to accommodate in any way. 2016, we had some exciting changes. We had a big renovation here at Bayview, which brought new dining venues. Pickles Bistro, 10th floor cloud room, and of course our brand new terrace garden dining room. We also had new challenges in 2020, as we know, which really challenged us and everybody to offer that same dining experience that residents were used to. And we're always looking for new ways to be innovative during these tough times. For example, our renowned terrace garden food court, which opened in a very safe way. But really we're excited about what's coming soon, and that's relaunching all of those wonderful dining venues here at Bayview and reconnecting families, staff, and residents really inspired by the food and the dining experience that we have here. And we really look forward to that very soon, and we hope you come and enjoy that too. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan, for that. Now I'd like to introduce you to Heather Smith. She is our Director of Resident Services.
Hello, future Bayview residents. My name is Heather Smith. I'm the Director of Resident Services here at Bayview. What is your passion? Maybe it's something that you've done crafting-wise. Maybe you're really interested in reading, hence this library that we have here at Bayview. But maybe you're interested in trying new things. We have numerous residents here. Susan and Eugenia are perfect examples who their love for watercolor have allowed them to teach classes here to other residents and introduce new residents to art. We have residents here like Dottie and Kitty who have had a dream to skydive. Before they moved here, they didn't think it was possible, and after living here, they've both jumped out of a plane. Kitty actually has set a world record. You can find her in the Guinness Book of World Records now. So whether your heart's content is with arts and crafts or theology, maybe it's beer and wine making, we have something here for everyone. And we have a great community who's so supportive of and interested in learning new things. So whatever it is, we know that we can find something for you here. When you move into Bayview, you'll have all of our services, amenities, and activities right at your fingertips. I so look forward to meeting you.
Thank you for that, Heather. Now I'd like to introduce you to our Director of Fitness, Nalene Salvador.
Hi everyone, my name is Nalene Salvador. I am the Fitness Director here at Bayview. I run the fitness center, which includes the gym and the warm water therapy pool. In addition to using these spaces, we also offer online programs. Virtual classes are held via Zoom with a live instructor, and we also have a variety of exercise classes scheduled on our in-house channel every day of the week. A little bit about me. I am from Seattle, born and raised. Spent a little bit of time over in New York, and now I'm back home. I've been a personal trainer for about 14 years, and I have my master's degree in exercise physiology. I also have a background in martial arts and dance, so movement has always been a part of my life. I look forward to the day when we can get back to classes like dancing, boxing, yoga, Zumba, and water walking. I look forward to meeting you.
I have some exciting news to share. For attending the virtual open house today, I want to share our discount incentive. For setting up a tour between now and June 30th, 2021, you will receive open house pricing on select apartments. I want to thank you personally for joining us. Today you met some key staff members, you met some charming residents, and you went on some wonderful 3D tours. You saw Bayview at her finest with the video from Michael at Unified Cinematic. What's next? You can email or call me on the information on the screen. Come in and have a personal tour with me. You might have questions about qualifying financially. We can answer those. Visit our website and sign up for future webinars. Earn some loyalty points with our new webinar loyalty program. All our classes and events are free. Thank you again so much for coming today, and I hope I see you soon.